Hi, I'm Julie from Cocoknits, and I am going to talk to you in this video about modifying the patterns a little bit from the Sweater Workshop book. I've had people email me and say that they knitted an Emma sweater, for instance, and it fit great, and they want to know, can they use that same pattern at a different gauge, and how would they go about that? So that is what I'm going to show you how to do. It's very doable. The nice thing about the patterns from the book and about working in this way is that the pattern shrinks in every way proportionally, so you can knit with a different gauge, just knit a different size, and you're going to come out with the size you want without having to do any math beyond just figuring out which size you're going to knit. So, for instance, with this one, this is the Emma version A, knitted as described in the book at 3 stitches to the inch. This one is also Emma. This is my daughter's. She wanted to do the Emma pattern, but she didn't want a big bulky sweater. She wanted to work at 4 stitches to the inch. So she followed the pattern almost exactly. She modified it on the bottom to suit her, which is great. But this one is also Emma version A, but it has the measurements of the medium, but she didn't knit a medium because she was getting a tighter gauge. So I'm going to grab the book and show you how to do this. Okay, so we want Emma version A, but our gauge is 4 stitches to the inch, not 3 stitches to the inch. So what you're going to do is go to the schematics and find the size that you want. And I'm on page 60 here looking at the schematics for the Emma sweater. And we've decided that we want the 37.5 inch bust circumference, but at 4 stitches to the inch, not 3 stitches to the inch. So what you want to do is figure out how many stitches you would need to get a 37.5 inch bust. So 37.5 inches times your gauge of 4 stitches to the inch. Right? So 37.5 times 4 equals 150 stitches. That's how many stitches you would need for the full circumference of your bust in order to get a 37.5 inch bust at 4 stitches to the inch. So 150 full circumference means that that's 75 stitches on the front and back for a full of 150. So then what you're going to do is go to the pattern where it tells you how many stitches are on the full bust circumference. And for the Emma pattern, this is on page 64, second paragraph down. So this is after you've finished your seamless yoke, and you've already taken the sleeve stitches off and put them on hold, and you've cast on the stitches for the underarm. That's what you want to find. So now you're going to be working in the round for the Emma sweater after you've cast on the underarm stitches. So then you'll see, second paragraph down, next round, knit 50, 56, 62, 68, 74. Those stitches right there. So you'll see that the 2x size is knit 74 stitches. And that is really close to what we got, the 75 stitches, in order to get 37.5. So if you just knit the 2x size at 4 stitches to the inch, you are going to come out with a sweater that has the measurements of the medium. So that is how that works. You don't really need to do any other math. You can just follow it blindly. You can check your row gauge too, but usually it shrinks proportionally, and so you're fine just following the 2x size to get what you want. And this works same if you decided you wanted a small size, large size. When you get to the point where you run out of size options, say we wanted to do a large and it was going to be more than this 80 stitches for front and back, you may want to just go to a different pattern. The Molly pattern is knitted at a smaller gauge. That might give you some better options. But for a really simple fix, that's how you knit one of the sweaters, but at a gauge that's different than what's listed in the book. So enjoy it. I hope that helps.